Welcome to On the Ground with Galavante, where we take you to the best places to travel around the world. Today, we are in one of my favorite spots in the United States, and that is Aspen. I came here for the first time 5 years ago, and it was an experience because of this place behind me, which is Jimmy's. When we started bringing the world home to you through camera, Jimmy's was one of the first places that we filmed, and Jimmy Yeagar, the owner of Jimmy's, was really what made Aspen so special. When I heard that Jimmy and Jess, his partner, were selling Jimmy's and that they were going to be closing up in a few days, I said there's no way we cannot let them go without a proper farewell and to make one last cocktail. So Jimmy and Jess are waiting upstairs for us. Follow me in. It's going to be hard to do this because Jimmy's is so special, but I'm excited to see them. Hey guys, anyone home?
Oh yeah, hi.
I mean, isn't this just the picture perfect way to say hello? Hey Jess, it's so good to see you.
How have you been?
Ah, great. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the last couple of days.
Last 5 shifts to be exact.
Tell me this is not true. When I heard that you guys were closing after almost 25 years, I was like, Aspen is not worth coming to anymore.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far.
But we might go that far.
I think we should.
But thank you, because it's very flattering and an enormous compliment.
Well, I mean, this place is so special. Can we show everyone around Jimmy's? Because there's all of this incredible writing on the wall. Can you take us, can you guys take us through one last tour?
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, let's start with the writing, because that's fun.
So for those of you who do not know, the walls here at Jimmy's are filled with the top of the culinary world signatures. But when all of this first started, you could not sign the wall unless your name was Jimmy.
So the whole Jimmy thing started as a means of diverting a fellow colleague who had a little too much to drink. So right now we have this beautiful glass wine room, but before that, it's where my original sign was held, which was a canvas sign with my signature on it. And a fellow restaurateur from Florida, I see him heading that way with a Sharpie. And I grab his wrist, I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm a Jimmy, I want to sign next to you. And I said, just sign the wall. So he signs the wall, Jimmy, last name, 8898. And I figured I'll just paint over it when he leaves. But as you can see here, there are several other signatures that happen very quickly. Like here's one from 81098, Jimmy, or whatever his last name is. And there's a bunch more up here, 817, 10398. So all the original signatures started over here. Here's one, 91098. What ended up happening is a couple weeks go by, and more people named Jimmy recognize this and want to sign the wall. So I said, okay, and I still wasn't going to keep it. But then the Christmas time came, and we had people waiting in line for their tables, and I noticed that they sort of got distracted and taken up by reading the Jimmy signatures. And Jimmy Kahn came in and signed the wall. And when people saw that, then they started talking about The Godfather and everything else. And the next thing they got lost for 10 minutes in it. And then we seat them and they don't feel like they had to wait. So it was kind of cool. So we just decided just to let it go. So we were pretty strict about it at first, but then it sort of expanded all the way through.
Oh my gosh, the waterworks are going to start because I have to ask, are you guys going to take these walls out and like put them somewhere else? Because how can these signatures not be here anymore?
I think if we took the walls out, the new owners would have nothing left to start their establishment in. So a lot of it's pretty much just going to live on in our memory.
Oh my gosh, this is so sad. I think that I need a drink. Can you make us a drink?
I can help you with that. Come on, let's go.
So like we talked a lot about the history of Jimmy's, but it seems like the drink that we're going to make also has some history to it.
It really does. And the actual history of this drink goes way far back beyond Jimmy's. But in 1998, I went down to Mexico, and I was at the Hacienda Herradura. And this was the cocktail that the family from Herradura made, and it was named after one of the women in their family. And since then, it's become a very famous drink in America. It's called the Paloma.
You guys were one of the first people to make the Paloma?
Actually, I think we were the first cocktail menu ever to offer the Paloma in 1998. And so what the classic Paloma in Mexico is very simple. It's Herradura Reposado tequila, or any Reposado, but originally it was Herradura, and squirt soda. That's pretty much it. Squirt soda is similar to our Fresca. It's more of a grapefruit, lemony, lime type of soda, but it's nothing like that. So I came back to the restaurant after the trip, and I decided to deconstruct it and make it our own, but make it fresh. So I'll make it for you, and for you, Jess. Why not? So this is not a stirred, nor is it a shake and drink. This is a built drink. And the difference is that this drink is actually intended to be drank as it's built by layers. And
so I'm confused. So like no stir.
There's no stir. And I'll explain it more as we go. So the first thing that goes into this drink is a pinch of salt. Okay. Now, this is not a light drink. There's 2 ounces of tequila, so we're going to use Tequila Ocho Reposado, and it's a full 2 ounce pour.
That is a serious pour.
Yes, it's a lovely pour. And then there's a half an ounce of lime juice. It's a very simple drink. And then the grapefruit juice, you have to taste it first. So I tasted a little bit of this earlier, and it's rather sweet. It's ruby red grapefruits. So if we're not in grapefruit season and it's tart, then here at this point we would add a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
So whether it's simple syrup or actual sugar or Sprite even, but this is rather sweet, so we don't need to add any. So a couple more ounces of grapefruit juice, because it's a grapefruit cocktail. Go into each one. Then we top it with club soda. Now, the reason why a built drink, and to be truthful with you, we stir it for people. We mix it up a little bit because we don't always have the time to explain this to people, that it's actually designed to be drank from where it's light and effervescent up top, and then every time you tilt it back, a little more tequila, a little bit more lime comes up, and the drink gets richer and richer and richer. The salt now has sunk to the bottom, so the last sip has a little bit of saline in it, which does what? Makes you want another one. So,
hence why Jimmy's was so successful for almost 25 years.
So there's reasons for everything in life, right? So we just take a couple wheels of lime to finish it.
Jimmy, I wonder if people know around America that they have you to thank for the Paloma.
You know, I can't claim it for fact because I don't know, but I can claim the fact that a deconstructed fresh juice Paloma started right here. I'm almost sure. I had never seen it anywhere else. Now you can find that on Chili's menu.
I guarantee Chili's is not making it like this.
No. So it's actually a delicious drink, and it's meant to change as you drink it. And built cocktails are like that. So have a sip and let me know what you think.
Cheers.
Cheers to you guys.
Absolutely.
It's good.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah, and right now you're at the light part.
Yeah.
We should come back in 5 or 8 minutes and see how you feel when
5
you
or
get
8
down to this
minutes.
part.
I'm going to be pretty sauced because that
Right.
was like much more than a
But-
shot of tequila in this.
But one of the things that you can see is that if I homogenize it by stirring it, it's still a wonderful drink, but now you don't have the layered effect of it getting richer as you go. So just take a just for giggles. I mean, it's still a great drink. This is how we actually serve it at Jimmy's. And take a sip now, and now you'll get all the flavors at once.
This is also really good, but I'm getting more salt.
Mm-hmm. You definitely
Right.
get the saltiness much more when you mix it.
Right,
I mean, I'm going to make this at home and I'm going to do it the original Jimmy's way.
right. And it just gets better and better and better as you drink it.
Well, that's clear. This is to Jimmy's. Jimmy's is the place that always made you feel like you were home here in Aspen. I don't know what it's going to be like when you guys are not here the next time. In fact, I can't even bear to think about it. But thank you so much for always making me feel like I was part of your family. And I can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Thank you, Christine. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Best of everything.
To Jimmy's.